Okay, well, okay, we're gonna try this again. I went live and YouTube had flagged my live feed because there were guns in the background and there was a gun on the table. And they said you can't have guns in a live feed, holding, transporting, whatever. Okay, anyway, want to talk to you about what's going on in Congress, what's going on with our representatives with this big, beautiful bill that Trump has been trying to push through, trying to get done. And we're talking about the Second Amendment part of things, okay? So, on this, the HPA, which is the Hearing Protection Act, which deals with suppressors, getting suppressors off the NFA, right? And then we're dealing with the SHORT Act, which deals with short-barreled shotguns, short-barreled rifles, and there's something else on there. Getting those weapons off the NFA, so we're not having to deal with the ATF and the pistol brace thing, right? So the Rules Committee, they're working tonight, this morning, 1 a.m. Eastern. They're going to have a vote. They're going to be working throughout the night into the early morning, trying to get parts of this bill together. And the thing we need is the HPA and the SHORT Act put into that and voted on to remove these items, to remove this unconstitutional tax and get rid of the registration, right? Okay. So this is what I'm asking you to do. I've got some phone numbers here. Call the Washington D.C. switchboard. I will pin these numbers also in the top comment after I upload this here in a few minutes. We're going to make this one short. So call Speaker Johnson. Leave a message. The number is 202-225-2777. Let them know, you're an American, you're a voter, you're a gun owner, and you're asking for his help to get the HPA and the SHORT Act part of this bill, not a compromise, but the full bill of the HPA and the SHORT Act. Get the full deal going, get it voted on, ask for his help, okay? Majority Whip Emmers. Give him a call, leave a message, 202-225-2210. Same deal. Let them know you're a voter, a citizen, and asking for his help. Tell them know that you support the SHORT Act and the HPA, and you're asking for their help, and this is what the gun owners, the people are wanting. Okay? Also call Majority Leader Scalise at 202-225-3015. Leave the same message. And then lastly, here's a number, 202-224-3121. And this will get you to the switchboard. I'll ask you a couple questions. Tell them that you don't know your rep unless you do know. You can speak it and they'll connect you. It'll ask for your zip code, and then it'll tell you who your rep is and then get you connected. Get a hold of your representative and your congressman. Okay? Leave the message. Ask for their help to get this through. Okay? So this is what we're dealing with. Trying to get the HPA, the Hearing Protection Act, getting suppressors off the NFA, get the tax stamp removed, get the registration removed, so it's handled like on a 4473 or however they choose to do it, but getting it off the NFA. And then we're also dealing with the SHORT Act to get short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, and the like removed from the NFA. Okay, that's what we're dealing with. That's what's trying to be added to this big, beautiful bill that Trump calls it. And that's what the holdup was. The media hasn't been speaking truthful on why a couple of Republicans have held this up. And that's why there was a compromise made. And that's not what the gun owners want. That's not what the citizens want. So a couple of Republicans held this up a little bit. And then there were some compromises made, but we don't want these compromises. We want the HPA and the SHORT Act in its fullness added to this bill and voted on and passed by Republicans. That's what we're asking for. Okay, that's really what's holding this up, and that's why that holdup happened. And then the news was just trying to go out and smear the Republicans, and well, they're not giving the full news. Okay, so you can research that, but let's keep this short. We're at 4 minutes, almost 5. I'm going to post the numbers. We're going to get this uploaded. So call the switchboard, call your reps, call these folks. They work for us. Remember that, okay? They work for us. Give them a call. Tell them what you want. We'll catch you soon. Thanks.